Hello, Capricorn. This is Grand Madam with your Moonology reading. I've already pre-shuffled, and this is what we have for messages. The first, full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. The second message, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. The next is the full moon in Capricorn. All three full moons, meaning something is coming to a head, Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon again, the full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach, as I said before, with all these full moons, something is coming to a head. And finally, full moon in Virgo, you are enough. Whatever you've been dealing with, Capricorn, it's coming to a head. You have lessons that you have learned from this. Cards at the bottom of the deck says, after all is said and done, nothing will come of this situation. This is a void of course. And that's when you cannot see the moon. The moon appears not to be moving at all. It's like stuck. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clarify these cards to see just what has been going on with Capricorn. And I'm going to use the Universal Tarot, okay? So let's see what take a look at the bigger picture is about. Let's see. Let me move this a little further in. There. Look at the bigger picture. Let's clarify. Spirit, clarify. Look at the bigger picture for me, please. For Capricorn. Okay. One more, and this is it. Okay. Now, take a look at the bigger picture. This is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is someone who is very intuitive, lives through emotions, and has a better understanding of keying into the emotions of others as well as her own. So she can sense your hidden emotions. She recognizes the cues. This card also represents the mother, and it is symbolic for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So if someone is involved with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, there's a need to look at the bigger picture. Now, this can be someone's mother also, Capricorn. This could be you. And you're seeing things only from one perspective, a very narrow perspective, as opposed to seeing the bigger picture. So let's clarify, look at the bigger picture with the Queen of Cups. And what do we have? Ooh, I'm not going to take that just yet. If it pops out again, that was the Tower. If it pops out again, we'll see. Yeah. Let's see what I'm doing here. Look at the bigger picture, Queen of Cups. Yeah, no. Oh, whoa. Middle again. First. Okay. And we have Ten of Cups. So this looks to me like a family situation. The Ten of Cups represents optimal happiness. It also represents the happy family. So what it's telling me, this is more than likely a family situation here. And it's hard to look at the bigger picture when it's a parent-child issue. You want the best for your child. You don't want to see your child going out into the world and getting hurt. But that's what's going to happen. And there's nothing you can do about it. The best you can do is give them the advice you have and let them go. Give me, oh, look at this. Yeah, okay. Three fell out. The first to fall, we have the strength. So it looks like mother's going to need some strength. I understand that, Leo energy. Confidence. You know, I just said this. The best you can do is offer the best advice you can for your child, to your child, for their success. We have the Knight of Cups, a proposal, an invitation, an offering regarding success. The Six of Wands. So someone, or maybe you're teaching them to look at the bigger picture, things like that. Okay. Now let's move on to it's time to release negativity. Okay. It's time to release negativity. What needs to be released? Here we have the Queen of Wands. This is a very energetic, dynamic, creative individual. Her energies representative of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. So give me a clarify the Queen of Wands. And it's time to release negativity. Now, the Queen of Wands also can be very selfish and very destructive, self-destructive, very filled with a lot of anger. It's like a fire sign going out of control. In the event that is what needs to be released, then it's time to release that anger, that some of that fire. It needs to be tempered down. The Queen of Wands can be explosive. But we'll see. Let's see what the next card is. It's time to release negativity. And the Queen of Wands. Ooh. The first card that popped up was the Fool. New beginnings. And the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is like a regulator. The Fool is like trying to take his first step. Not having any facts, no background, just jumping into stuff. This is the kind of stuff a Queen of Wands would do. So what it's telling me is time to release the Queen of Wands behavior. Don't go jumping into situations because you might end up jumping at the wrong person. And the Queen of Swords is definitely the wrong person to jump at. This person is like a regulator. She has her sword waiting. She's seen it all, and she's ready to chop off any heads that come to her in the wrong way. She is the epitome of get it right or get left. So, what it seems like here, it's time to get away from irrational, what would you call it? Get rid of the anger issues, get rid of the impulsive. That's the word I was looking for, the Queen of Wands. Impulsive and selfish behavior. It has to go. This is interesting. Jumping into things without looking. No checking, no investigation, no background whatsoever. Just jumping into things. Because you end up answering to an authority you may not approve, you may not like. So that has to go. So far, we have, and I do believe Cancer, Capricorn, this is you as a mother, trying to be happy, wanting your family happy. And someone very well may be leaving the fold, but I don't see anybody leaving. And for some of you, maybe this is your first family. Maybe you're just starting a family. And you're wondering about what it is that you can teach your child. Or you may be at this stage where you have teenagers and the child is growing up. And guidance is definitely important now. So we're moving on to the next. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is full moon in Capricorn. So let's see what this tough cycle approaches. Let's clarify, Spirit. Because it's something about you want to try to be happy, but you've got to get rid of this irresponsible and reckless behavior. Reckless behavior. That's what I'll call this other thing here. It's reckless behavior. So, end of a tough cycle approaches. What is this about? Someone is being reckless. Either Capricorn, you're being reckless, or someone around you is being reckless. And I just have a feeling it's a child. Or someone you have like guardianship over or care over. Now, end of a tough cycle approaches. New beginnings. Ace of Wands. And this could also be about the beginning of a new creative cycle. We'll see. So give me the end of a tough cycle approaching and Ace of Wands. Gotta hit the table. Okay, it looks as though there's a delay. Things aren't ready for the new project yet. Or things aren't ready for the new move. Things aren't ready for the new beginning. There are delays. This is the Knight of Pentacles. It's almost time. You want to jump out and do something different. You're like done with this whole scenario. But there are delays. Give me a card for the end of a tough cycle approach. Ace of Wands and Knight of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Jumping cards. Card has to hit the table. Flipping cards, I don't count. All right, and here we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. All pages are children, and it is their function to provide information here. They symbolize the beginnings of information. They might symbolize initial contact of some kind, and this initial contact is dealing with finances. It's dealing with security. It's dealing with stability. It's dealing with commitment. And can be also dealing with studies. And if it's dealing with studies, then it looks as though, well, we all know school has been delayed. Graduation is delayed. This whole virtual schools, virtual education. And I don't believe it was handled very well, but even that might be coming to an end. We'll see. Okay. So this is the end of a tough cycle. New beginnings, delayed, financial security, commitment, even contracts or studies can be involved with this. Let's move on to the next one. Conclusions are within reach. To me, it looks like some mom is like at her wit's end with her older children. I remember those days. And they're just doing stuff. No thought, just going out and doing things. And it's coming, she's had it. It's coming to a stop. It's definitely coming to a stop. They will get no gifts. They will get no goodies. They're not going on their vacation. They are going to be sat down and sat still. They might be too big to put in a corner, but they are going to be held accountable for their recklessness. Okay? Now, Conclusions are within reach. Clarify, conclusions are within reach. Are you sure, Spirit? It'll. Okay. And we have the star. We have healing. We have renewal. It's like beginning again. So something's coming to a head. That's what this entire reading is all about. Something is coming to a head. It's almost done. And here we have hope, renewal, getting ready to start something new, but cleaning up what's happening now in the current. So at least you have something to look forward to. And because something new is about to begin as soon as what is current has been resolved. As soon as the conflict has been resolved or the agitation has been resolved. Okay, give me a card for conclusions and the star. Conclusions and the star. Conclusions and the star. Conclusions and the star. Let's clarify conclusions and the star. Okay, and we have the family. This is the family. This is a family situation here. This is the Ten of Pentacles. We're talking about the family home, the family money, the conflicts or whatever is going on are about to come to an end. Things will be resolved, and everything and everyone will be in their proper place, especially the money. Okay. The next we have is you are good enough. You can handle this, Capricorn. Yes, it was an awesome task. And I feel that some of you have done it by yourselves. Also with the help of the divine, because some of you did call on the divine. But oops, someone just fell. One moment. No, the card fell. Okay. So, full moon in Virgo. Let's see what's happening with the full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. So all that rigmarole you've just been through and everything, it's going to work out fine. Everything works out fine. This even tried to shatter your confidence within yourself. You are good enough. Okay. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Here's the King of Cups. Someone who is in their feelings, someone who also knows how to manipulate emotions. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, individual, energy. This is the energy they're using. This is the emotional manipulator. Sometimes does the victim mode, poor me. That's not you. And also can manipulate emotionally with making you feel you're not good enough. But the full moon in Virgo says, yes, you are. You are good enough, Capricorn. And this could also be a Capricorn masculine. Some of you Capricorn feminines are supported by a Capricorn masculine or Cancer masculine. And it's because of him that you are sane, still sane. When the doubts came in, he helped you see things differently. Like, see the bigger picture? You are good enough. Okay, give me a card on this King of Cups and you are good enough. And for others of you, it was the opposite. He made you feel that he wasn't, or that you weren't good enough. Everything you did was wrong. That was a manipulation. Which spirit? And here we have isolation. The Hermit. The Hermit. Virgo energy. This is the card of someone withdrawing from the group, withdrawing from the family, withdrawing from society to go in and do some checking, self-examination, self-analysis. And it's falling right on this King of Cups. You might be involved with a Virgo. Give me one more card on this, please. And if you're involved with a Virgo, then that you are good enough. That was the main theme. Either you were or you were not. And one of Virgo's deadliest sins is that self-doubt, that I'm not good enough, insecurity that comes from trying to be perfect. And no one's perfect, ever. So that insecurity is a waste of energy. And it's not true. It's just not true. You're good enough for what you're doing right now, or you wouldn't be doing it. You wouldn't have access to do it. So what is this about? Okay. Here we go again. This is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Capricorn, this probably could be you, the business owner, the married man, Capricorn masculine. But Capricorn feminine, females can have this masculine energy also. Trying to run things, keep things together, stay on top of everything. You're good enough to be one successful, super successful business owner. You're good with math. You're good with rational thinking and analysis. Data analysis is coming through strongly. So go for it. You are good enough. And I'm going to do one more card. So some of you are probably either taking courses in data analysis or put in the position on the job where you'll be using and applying data analysis, and you've never done it before. But dear heart, you have been doing it all along, whether you realize it or not. They just did not call it data analysis. What do they call it? Oh, just review this. They called it review, okay? And you're like at your wit's end, wondering, can you handle it? Yes, you can, because you've been doing it all along. That's how you got the job, okay? Now, one more card on this King of Pentacles, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Because I see a story of self-doubt through a hard time, a consistent and continuous hard time. Someone wants to walk away or has pulled themselves back emotionally from a situation. And unfortunately, it's because they feel they're not good enough. And that's a lie. It's a lie. Here's the devil. Oh, that was the Eight of Cups. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. We've dealt with the mother and child scenario, but I'm sensing there's more to it than this. So one group has the mother and child scenario where the kids are driving them nuts, but all that's going to be resolved shortly. And you know, I'm also picking up blended families where someone has just come and dumped their children on you and walked on out and gone on to where they want to be, and you're about to lose it because these kids are unruly, nasty, and reckless. I have that too. That's going to be about over sooner than you expected. Yeah, I hear Spirit says some rules need to be laid down in that house. That's one scenario. Or it's time for your partner to drop those kids off at grandma's, auntie's, uncle's house, but not on you. You're better than that. Built-in babysitter at 30. I don't know who that was for. But no, you don't let other people's kids drive you nuts. And for the teachers, yes, you are good enough to handle this virtual education. Your only problem is going to be the kids when they don't sign in. But then again, that's not your problem. That's the administrator's problem. So you go on and handle that. You do your bit. And just make sure you're ready with your plan. I'm getting all these messages now for Capricorn. Okay, I'm going to do a quick Celtic spread. So I've named a couple of different scenarios there. We have time. All right, the issue does involve children. 6 of Cups. Somebody's stuck with children. Hangman doesn't know what to do. The whole life has been turned upside down because of children. Why is that? Worry. Life turned upside down. Trapped. This is trapped. This is trapped. Trapped with children. Others are trapped in the past and can't move forward. Here we go with the Fool card again. In the past, you thought it was a good idea to jump into something different and new and got trapped. And now you're healing. Here's the star. Now you're healing. At the top of the reading, we have a relationship here, a coupleship in agreement. New love. Ace of Cups. New beginnings, new love coming in now. It could be from this relationship or agreement. You went through it, Capricorn. You got pummeled. And now you're standing on your own 2 feet. You seem to have some support behind you. Now, this is your concern. You want to stand on your own 2 feet, but you're going to need support. Capricorn, has somebody come in there and dumped about how many kids on you, and you're not even a teacher? 7 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, you put a lot into this. I'm sure you did. Now, whether you want to do that or not, don't just search your heart. What is your purpose? If it serves you no purpose, what's the sense of doing it? And here's someone's trying to be fair. Trying to be fair. This is the Justice card in hopes and fears. But I was just trying to be fair. And look at all this energy you put in there. Look at all that work you've done. All that work. 8 of Pentacles, I'm sorry. 8 of Pentacles. This is a new creative endeavor. Also, it's a male phallus. It could be regarding your passions. It could be a new creative project. It could be a new lover. An offer was made for Cups, and you're not that keen on that offer. And after all of this, I can see why. The mental challenge is nothing is happening. Here we go again. The cards are seeming to be confirming what we've already talked about. So, Knight of Pentacles, delays. Overburdened. Overburdens. 10 of Wands. And here's the outcome. Somebody's doing a dance. 2 of Pentacles. Trying to do a balancing act. At the bottom of the deck, King of Swords has made his final judgment regarding the family. Wait a minute. All right, I'm going to read it like this. King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy has made his final judgment, has made his decision regarding his family situation and the family money, the estate. And he's saying that the chapter is closed, the estate has been closed in the event of inheritance or death in the family. But this whole family situation has come to an end. And it came to an end because of the harsh truth of the Ace of Swords that came out regarding a lover situation, regarding a union, and aggressive behavior, aggressive thinking. Here's the Knight of Swords, came charging after somebody regarding a child. This is all about children, the care of children. And someone has taken, this is the Six of Pentacles, full advantage of someone in a relationship to take care of those children that are not theirs, and they have really disrupted things. And here's the regret, the Five of Cups. Good God, it's bred regret, anxiety, feeling stabbed in the back. It went from the Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords. Okay, you can see it better like this. From the 9 to the 10 of Swords. Are you sure you want to marry this person? Because it seems so unfair already. Two of Swords. Just can't move forward. Can't figure out anything. And that's because of the anxiety and the defeat. Okay? So, Capricorn, see the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. If those children are not your responsibility, you let them go. If someone's trying to force you to make you responsible for their children, let them go. Why am I saying this? Someone asks. Been there, done that, and it is a no-win situation. Okay, Capricorn, again, take a look at that. In other words, weigh the pros and cons. Look at yourself 5 years from now and see if that's where you want to be. Do it dispassionately. Release the anger. Release the negativity. Forget about the reckless kids. Where do you want to be in the next 5 years? Because you have an opportunity to strike out on your own. It's coming. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So when this stuff comes to a head, conclusions are within reach. You will clearly understand that you are good enough. Capricorn, get a natal chart. You can get one for free online. Look for your north node. In your north node, your north node will tell you what qualities you must develop within yourself. Then look for your MC. It's a midheaven. I don't know well, I do know why they call it MC, but look for your MC. M like midheaven. They will be marked in your free natal chart, anywhere you get them. Your MC shows you your life purpose. Okay? If you are not living your life purpose right now, it's time to get started while you still can. Okay? Get that chart. Look for your MC and your north node. And then come back and think about this situation and look at the bigger picture. Because someone has tried to make you very small. And you're not. This is Grand Madam, wishing you much love, my darling.